Welcome back. Could polio be making a comeback in the Delaware Valley? The CDC says that the discovery of the contagious virus in New York City wastewater is, quote, the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, CBS 3 health reporter Stephanie Stahl has the update on what's happening locally with polio. This is really interesting.
Yeah, interesting and a little concerning. You know, doctors say since most people are vaccinated, the risk of contracting polio is low. But we could not find one location in this region that is testing wastewater for polio. And the CDC says with a growing number of people who are not vaccinated, polio could become a silent spreader.
So this one right here has the polio in it.
93% of American children, like this baby boy, receive the polio vaccine. But a growing number of families have been skipping vaccinations, which led to the newly discovered case in New York and then the subsequent discovery of polio traces in New York City wastewater.
The things that were eradicated and now are coming back is very scary.
The vaccine had wiped out the contagious virus that partially paralyzed President Roosevelt. Now, for the few who do get polio that's spread by fecal contamination, symptoms can be mild with the virus spreading unknowingly.
We're definitely concerned.
The CDC is now considering whether to offer an extra shot of the polio vaccine to certain at-risk groups.
Finding polio in a country where we've had high levels of vaccination, haven't seen polio cases for over 40 years, is significant. This is just the tip of the iceberg, right? The very, very tip of the iceberg.
Wastewater testing is sporadic around the country. The Philadelphia Health Department says it does not test for polio. Neither do most other locations in the region. So there's no telling where the virus might be lurking. If it's happening in New York, would it be happening in Philadelphia?
Diseases, viruses do not stay in state lines. They cross state lines. It is likely it's evident in Philadelphia. It's evident and likely it's evident in New Jersey.
Perry Halkitis is the dean of the Rutgers School of Public Health.
We do not know in those areas what is happening with polio if we're not testing wastewater.
That's why increasing vaccination rates is so critical. Now, the New York polio patient is believed to have been exposed overseas by an oral polio vaccine, which is not used in this country. And sometimes the first symptoms of polio can be flu-like, so people don't know they're spreading it. There is no treatment or cure, and that's why doctors say it is so important for people to be vaccinated.
We've heard that before.
Yes.
Obviously. Thank you, Stephanie.